Hey Gregory, how you doing today? You well?
I'm doing very well. Doing very well. How about yourself?
Yeah, I'm very good, thank you. I'm very good. So you've had amazing results. I've been very proud of your progress, and basically, I just love you to share, how your process, how the progress has been, how the process has been as well. So I've just got a few questions that we could dive into. So first of all, what was your situation before we started working together?
Uh, so um, let's see. That was back in April, I think. Yeah. So back then, I was, uh, contemplating. I was trying to, lose weight, myself, and have been, successful in some ways and not so successful in other ways. I had to, I think, over the course of maybe a year, I had maybe lost a good, uh, I want to say maybe 35 pounds or something like that, 35 pounds or something like that. And I wasn't very consistent, in going to the gym, wasn't very consistent in, my nutrition and not even what that needed to look like. That was not something I was really aware of. And I just, of course, the natural, uh, I guess, the natural thing that the most common thing that I, was hearing was, you definitely need a calorie deficit. What amount that was, I didn't know, and um, but like it's still important, to look at, kind of having a well-rounded, balanced, diet. And that wasn't something that I had either. And so, and coming to the program, it kind of, it shifted my, I guess, my focus and my, um, it grew my knowledge of those things that I need to, be paying attention to. And, so, it offered a lot of information. It, uh, the gym program, definitely, hit all body parts, see how, you can kind of put your meals together, and that, you can still, uh, consume things that, you enjoy, but, there's a balance to things. And so that was, nice to, kind of implement into the plan. And, I didn't have to feel like everything was so restrictive. So, I came from, at the time when I started, I was I think 272 pounds when I first started the program as well. And the ultimate goal was, for me to lose weight. Um, I didn't have I think, I mean, over the long term, I had a goal in mind, of course, that somewhere between, maybe 190 and 200 pounds. That's where I wanted to end up. I actually, in the program, lost about as much as it took me an entire year to do, last year. So last year it took me, about a year to lose about 35 pounds. And that's, I'm around that, having lost that, since I've started this. So, so it's definitely been a great journey, and I'm very appreciative of what I've learned, and I feel like it was worth it for sure.
And what reservations, if any, did you have before you decided to work with me?
Um, well, I'd say the expense of it, was something of concern, but also um, the fact that you're not like physically here with me, like you're not tangible, for me. So um, that was a little different. But I had to, treat the situation as though, you were here. And like, it was nice that, you kept in touch. And we had, numerous video calls. You text me often, a couple times during the week just to check and see how I was doing, which made the process that much better because, there was still accountability there. And I still felt like, you know, as much as I was invested, you were invested in my success too.
So yeah, just to summarize that. So yeah, you were unsure of, number one, I'm not with you, working on with a trainer online, whether that would work for you, and obviously the investment that would it would take to start the process.
Right.
So yeah, thank you for being honest with that. And that's something, yeah, I'm sure other people might be thinking as well when thinking about starting a service like this. So I know you touched on a couple of things, but how would you summarize the process working with me? How would you summarize that's been like?
It's been good. Like I said, when I first started, and actually every month thereafter, you would kind of update the program, give me a new set of exercises to follow as I go to the gym. And like I said, you would check in, quite often just to make sure how I was doing, make sure that I'm checking my weight regularly. And so, that was all great. And you were always available for, questions. I liked the calls that you had set up. Those were nice because you hit on a lot of different, topics that we may have questions on. Maybe we hadn't approached you necessarily about, some things that we were thinking, but you brought up some topics during the call, the accountability. I don't know if it's accountability call or what you would call it, but those calls that you had set up with all of us who are in the program in different stages of the program too, and because no matter what stage you're at, you can definitely have some of the same questions, and some things may arise during the journey that you don't understand, and you get an opportunity to kind of explore those different topics, but also like if you hadn't thought about them, maybe it gives you something to think about, or if it is something that you were wondering, then you can get your answers in that moment. And so I had a lot of opportunities to I didn't have many questions, but a lot of opportunities to share my experience with some of those topics that you brought up. So so that was definitely great. The entire process as a whole, I think it was really nice because, well, for one, I can see the progress that I've made, since I've been working with you, in my body, in how I feel in my body, my weight itself, how I physically look. All of that has improved. And so I'm definitely grateful for that, for the experience.
Cool. And out of all the things you mentioned, I know you mentioned a few things in terms of the benefits you've got from the program. What would you say the number one benefit that you've got looking back has been since working with me?
The number one benefit is now that I've been working with you all this time, now I have an idea of what it takes to, continue in the journey. And I think that was the whole goal, right? Of the program was to, help people become better versions of themselves, and then teach them how to be able to sustain that and carry it on as they continue, in their journey, because we're always trying to improve upon ourselves as we, as we get older, as we go through the journey, through the process.
Awesome, awesome. And yeah, just to summarize your answer, your response, yeah, it sounded like the main thing was you've learned the process now. So, you know how this works for you, and for the remainder of your journey, you've got, the tools to lose the remainder of that weight and also keep it off. Cool, well, Gregory, thank you so much for sharing that. And I wish you all the best of luck for the future, and you enjoy the rest of your day.
All right, thanks. Appreciate it.